Hey, everybody.
And good morning, everyone. This is the time that is set for
Good morning,
cases
Judge.
entitled State of Kansas versus Christopher Daniel Kimmerly. And the case numbers are 10 CR 512, 17 CR 299. Representing Butler and Associates is its attorney, Preston Duncan. The defendant in these criminal cases
He's so great.
is Christopher Kimmerly and currently incarcerated at Hutchinson Correctional State Institution. And subsequently, the court has before it defendant's objections to garnishments, and those have been responded to by counsel representing Butler and Associates in regards to collection of debt herein. And we'll start. I have had an opportunity to review the objection and the responses, and we'll begin, Mr. Kimmerly. Any particular argument you'd like to make to the court?
Yeah, I guess essentially any kind of agreement or understanding that we had was, through me, through an attorney, through the district attorney's office there in Butler County with the courts. In retrospect, I have no contract. I have no willings and dealings or doings with Butler and Associates. I tried to very cordially reach out to him and set up a payment plan. And then I explained to him that I'm currently housed in a maximum facility segregation unit. And it's not my doing. I'm not down here because I want to be down here. I'm not down here for disciplinary reasons or protective custody or they're just things outside my control that have me housed in Supermax, pretty much. I mean, that's what this is. I can't have a job. I can't make no money. So when I set up the payment plan, I explained all that to him. Hey, I'm sitting here with a life sentence. I have no financial income. I have nothing, assets or of value. I can't have a job until God knows when this OSR situation is handled. The prospects of me getting a private industry job wouldn't be until the year, I do believe, 2062. At that point, I'll be 70 years old, and I likely won't make the cut to even be employed with any private industry companies because of my age. And, you're pretty much that age. No offense to you. We're old, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm bumping 70. I'm not quite there, but I'm getting there soon.
You got a good job where you're established out there.
I got you. Sure.
See, me being 62, 63 years old in here, where there's going to be a lot of other prospects that are, getting out in the near future. They're younger, They're going to be more viable for them positions. And explaining all that with Butler and Associates and trying to set up the payment plan, then they immediately just started garnishing everything I had, every nickel and dime, and they forced me into absolute indigency. I'm in a rut now. I'm not going to beg or panhandle my family for money to pay this company off.
Thank you, Mr. Duncan. And Mr. Kimmerly, what I'm focused on is the statute that I think is controlling on this. It's KSA 20-169C5, and it states that collection contract shall provide for a fee to be paid to the contracting agent for collection services, but that fee shall not be deducted from the debts owed to the court or restitution. Instead, the collection service fee is added to the total cost owed. And I think that's the controlling statute. I understand your concern and upset for the situation in regards to the garnishments that occur, but subsequently, from what I know from review of the statutes, I think that the position taken by the collection agency, Butler and Associates, is appropriate and correct. And the court subsequently does overrule your objection. And the court does request that Mr. Duncan prepare an appropriate journal entry memorializing the findings and order of the court today. And I think that that is where it stands at this point in time. Anything further, Mr. Kimberly?
Yeah, see, well, the issue there is they're getting this interest or these, you know, these fees for a collection that I could send directly to you, like if the money was available.
Except you wouldn't.
So here, you know, I sit there and I look at these receipts and, you know, interest, I'm barely going to make that a year, as, you know, it's so essentially it's just, I'm barely nipping away at interest. And that's what's going to happen for the next, I don't know, 40 something years. So
buy a house.
What my, I guess, complaint or argument or deal was, I was reaching out to you guys to just say, hey, I've served my time. You know what I mean? I'm sorry you didn't get your court costs and your fees, but I served my time. You know what I mean? And to have these guys continuously hound me and me get pulled out for legal mail and cuffed up like this and walked up there for what everybody in the prison industry calls a paper dick. You know what I mean? It's just, it gets a little old. I mean, if you want this money, stop sending these redundant collection notices and save some paper. I don't. So what I'm asking the courts is you guys can surely contact the district attorney's office and say, hey, that man served his time for us. Now he's serving his time for Sedgwick County and he's never coming home. Can we just give this man a little bit of peace and quiet? That's all I'm asking for, just be left alone. Because I'm going to say this, they will never get another dime because I'm not going to put no money on my books ever. So leave me alone. I got a DR trying to reach out and be somewhat cordial the first time. And then, so it's just all that's going to happen is you're going to ingrain and instill an absolute immoral hate in me for these people in this company that when I do get out at 82 years old, woe to the inhabitants of Earth. You know what I mean? Why? Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
So you're telling me that we have from now until you're 82 years old to annoy the fuck out of you? I'm in. Sign me up. I want to do it too. I'm contacting Butler and Associates. I'm getting the prison addy. I'm going to start sending you legal services on the daily for you to get cuffed up and hauled up there and embarrassed in front of all your little friends.
Kindly.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kimberly. And anything further, Mr. Duncan?
Complete with Your Honor.
All right. There being nothing further to come before the court is in recess.
Much love, all.